postseason hopes that remain despite having nothing to play for. Dak is preparing to start tomorrow against the Commanders. This is now the Cowboys' 30th straight season not making it back to the NFC Championship game, which is the longest active drought in the conference. They're also looking to avoid having consecutive losing seasons for the first time since 2000 to 2002. Despite their struggles, Dak and Jerry Jones have faith that things are going to be different next season.
We won't be back here in this spot. I'm going to do my damnedest, controlling what I can. And, as you get older, having more input, having more say-so, and being asked more questions from the front office, maybe there's a little bit more that I can do, and it's not just physically or me getting better at my game, and maybe it's, speaking up and saying that this will help or I think this can help. And so whatever it takes.
1 year you can change the draft. And then they're the latest to have gone to the playoffs or gone to the Super Bowl. So I don't pay any attention to 30 years this, 20 years that, when I know one good year would change it all and you'd be at the top of the list.
There's fans here, 30 years this, 20 years that, and that means something to them, Swagoo. I see you rolling your eyes over there. How do you hear Dak and Jerry?
He is. I mean, there ain't nobody better, though. He just says the crazy stuff.
I thought he said he was going to stay out of it. That was what I intimated the other day when he put the blame on himself, and then you say that. How did you hear Dak and Jerry?
Listen, Dak said what he's supposed to say.
Right.
Dak is a player that has to play at a very high level, and he actually can do something about it.
And by the way, he's
playing at a high level.
Exactly. I was going to say, he ain't the reason they're there right now.
Okay. Here's the thing, man. I applauded Jerry for the moves that he made. Go and get Quentin Williams, Logan Wilson. They start playing defense better, right? And you see this team go up and down. A couple weeks ago, we were talking about, got a shot. They playing well, and football is that way. So, yes, of course, if you make a deep playoff run next year, everybody will forget and talk about where you are right now. But that seems to be Jerry's problem.
Exactly.
Jerry don't want us to talk about where they are right now. Right now, they ass.
Right.
Okay. and that is what we're gonna focus on right now. Okay. And the moves that you make, the decisions that you make, have led to that.
Absolutely.
In a lot of ways, right? We know
100%.
Dak has been injured. We know you've dealt with some attrition with this football team, losing guys. Everybody does. Everybody. So here's where I get sideways when it comes to Jerry in particular, because he's the GM and he deserves either the credit or he deserves the angst about what's going on. Ben Johnson has been in Chicago 16 months, and they vying for the first seed in the NFC.
Right.
Matt LaFleur is at Green Bay, and that organization in the playoffs every year since we've been talking about the Cowboys not winning a playoff game or getting there. We saw the Detroit Lions ascend in this window, right, with Brad Holmes and obviously Dave Campbell doing a phenomenal job there. The Los Angeles Rams said F them picks 5 years ago. Everybody thought they was going to fall off a cliff. They may be in the Super Bowl this year.
Most complete team.
Sam Darnold is in Seattle with a brand new head coach, and they have 11 wins on the season. Kyle Shanahan's whole team been on IR.
Everybody. 3 best players on their squad went down.
Backup quarterback in Mac Jones, who we were ready to send to the G League.
Go.
To play quarterback. Is 11-4 now and vying for the first seed. And he won't talk about 1 year gonna change all of that. Brother, we ain't talking about that. You've had good enough team. You've had the people. Now, some years you've decided not to go get the people. I remember sitting on this show, not in this particular place, because the Hudson is new and it's beautiful. All the bells are whistles. I get to walk by Good Morning America every morning. I can't wait till I run into Robin Roberts one morning. But ultimately, you think about that is loser talk from Jerry Jones. You understand what the landscape of this league looks like. You understand what teams have passed you.
Absolutely.
That didn't look good at all. It looked abysmal at all of these places before these people showed up. Don't nobody want to hear that, bro.
No.
Like, we want to see the Dallas Cowboys and I'm talking from a fan perspective, the Cowboys get into the playoffs, make a playoff run, potentially get to the NFC Championship, and have an opportunity for a Super Bowl. And 1 year could change that, because we're going to focus on what's happening that 1 year. But don't nobody want to hear that when we know your ass going to be at home watching the playoffs like me.
And I'm still paying my PSLs or whatever it is, my seats and the thing. But this is about, like, you're a fan, you're hot. 2009. We just talked about 2009. 15 of 16 NFC teams have played in the NFC Championship. The lone, that's 2009, that ain't 1995, which is the last time the Cowboys win it. Since 2009, my Atlanta Falcons have played in the NFC Championship game, and the Cowboys ain't smelled it. They ain't come close. This is nonsense. That you would get up here and be like, everything changes. This is can you believe 15 of 6? Every team in the NFC has gone to the NFC Championship game except one team, America's team. And y'all can't do it. Hey, buddy, you might hold that cash back. Don't buy them seats this year. Hold off. Fight the power.
3 types of teams in the NFL, 3 types of organizations. There's serious teams, there's unserious teams, and then there's category 3, for entertainment purposes only. That's the Dallas Cowboys. Very entertaining. Very entertaining. And they'll be entertaining again. And I'm sure the George Pickens saga will last all offseason for us. But when it all comes down to it, you don't have to take it seriously for the playoffs.
That was solid.
After everything me and Jeff said,
he just did it.
Nice little bow on it.
Love that.
Didn't he?
That's what happens when you trapped me earlier, so I had to come back.
All right, let's leave it here. Jalen Hurts, Josh Allen, both looking for deep play.
Time machine. But it doesn't have to be like it doesn't have to go back too far. They just have to go back a year to when Saquon Barkley looked like this and the offensive line was opening those crazy.
This is Fast Talking Eddie, Mr. Pete, bringing you Madden football. What has gone wrong with the Cowboys? I don't know. I don't know. But they're getting a new backup quarterback instead of Dak Prescott. We'll get him next season, Dak. My gosh, how long have they been saying that? They got rid of Tony Romo, but they cling to Dak Prescott. Unbelievable. So we are now week number 2. And we get some upgrades. Jalen Brooks, Daron Bland, and Jaden Blue get the upgrades. Well, the Cowboys have signed from free agency and other teams stealth aliens and squids. And that's what we're going to see. Cowboys and the Ravens. We'll see who's going to be the starter. Because I don't know.
Sports coverage of the NFL brings us to the Lone Star State in the very mammoth AT&T Stadium in Arlington, Texas. Tonight we move on to week 2 of the preseason, and we've got a compelling matchup here. As with the Baltimore Ravens taking on the Dallas Cowboys.
make adjustments. They better find a way to get it done series to series. I don't know if they need to sub some guys out, bring in extra people, maybe change what they're doing on the defensive side of the ball. But right now, they're running the ball very well. Right now,
and we'll go down here at the 12-yard line. And now we're going to get a stoppage. A member of the Cowboys shaken up. Well, you hate to see this before the regular season even begins. We'll take a break and come back. More preseason action in a moment. A good position to be in here, 2nd and inches. Now a first carry for their flag. And we're getting here to the 10-yard line. 2 yards, good enough for a first.
I don't know about your partner, but on 2nd and inches, a lot of the times I'm leery about the offensive guys thinking about taking a shot downtown. Instead, they just hand it to the big man and let him rumble forward for a first down.
And am I seeing this correctly? They brought out the field goal team here on first down. And this one is right through. And the Cowboys are going to jump out to a 3-0 lead. They moved the ball well there on the opening series. Running game was in sync. They were knocking at the doorstep, but ultimately Charles up to center for the field goal.
But they certainly were moving it well, and give this defense a ton of credit for how they dug their heels.
Okay, what was that about? Hey, Vatos, is this what's gonna be like? It sure looks like it. Well, they benched Dak Prescott. They don't want him to get injured. As if it really matters. We'll get him next season, Dak. HT will be the... Well, if they get to that point. But right now it's Joe Milton will be going in there later. See what's going on. And for the Ravens, of course, Lamar Jackson. They've been saying he's been falling asleep during the meetings. I don't know. Maybe he's hard working, all that running. It's getting to him. But he's a talented quarterback. But I think he takes on too much. He needs to spread the love. You know, that's why he's got halfbacks. Mitchell, Hill, Johnson. He even got a fullback. He's got Henry. He's got Ali. Float like a butterfly, sting like a bee. Rasheen Ali knows what to do if only you give the ball to me, Ali. Let's get back to the game.
In and force the field goal. That's what it is, game partner. When this offense looked back at this drive and think to themselves, if we got 6, we'd be in a better spot.
So after the main field goal, back out is Aubrey to kick this away. The Ravens offense going to work, and as usual, it's Lamar Jackson, the former MVP of the league, at the helm.
And when I watch him play, all I think about is a little improvement. Every season in the league, he finds a way to get better. And has become just as dynamic with his arm as he has with his legs. 41 touchdowns, just 4 interceptions in 2024. His big goal now, getting his team to a Super Bowl. Plenty of success during the regular season. Now, they want to win at playoff time.
They got play action with Jackson. He was short of the caught by Likely. So the completion goes for 6 yards. And we'll bring up 2nd down.
Nice rhythm throw there. First down, he located his tight end, made a nice easy pitch and catch.
Hoping he could break a tackle or two. Wasn't able to do that there, but still good yardage. This 2nd and
quarterback and at least equal that gap. Nice that they were able to pick up the first down there, help them relax a little bit.
10 more there and another first down. Interior of that line blocked really well on that run, but also the two tight ends, they blocked well too.
Not only have they scouted the line of scrimmage, with their agility, they can get upfield and hit moving targets like linebackers, defensive backs. They do a really good job helping out the running game.
So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10. Once again, it's Mitchell. Pursuit there as he's able to take this down to the 25-yard line. Another nice gain, 13 yards that time, and another first down. So back-to-back big runs, picking apart this defense on the opening run.
I thought this was a passing league. I thought this was the era we were in where the ball was always in the air, right?
They didn't get the memo.
They didn't get the memo, and I know this to be true. Offensive linemen still, to this day, they want to run the football. They want to fire out and hit people across the line of scrimmage as they're clearing space.
First down, here's Mitchell. As he gets this thing down to the 11-yard line. Back-to-back nice gains. That one for 14 yards and another first. Quite the opening drive rush they're on right now.
Listen, I like what we saw in practice prior to the game, doesn't it? You know, because on that last big practice beforehand, you go through your offensive script, you go through your play calling, you go through all the stuff and establish things, and it looks like it's kind of like clockwork right now for them.
They run for the first time with Justice Hill. Take it into the end zone for a Ravens touchdown. Justice Hill taking it in from 11 yards out. And the Ravens have answered that early field goal to take a first quarter lead. A strong, determined run there, Charles, to get in for 6 points.
This is why it's such a team game, isn't it? And I know it sounds really generic and it sounds almost trite, but the blocks were made up front, offensive line, collective victory at the line of scrimmage and downfield. And how about the finish to the run?
Yes, the Cowboys are entertaining, but they just can't stop the shit. 6-3, Ravens. Let's go for the extra point, people. Let's go for the extra point.
Into the end zone.
Tyler Meade now for the extra point. He's got it. They'll see that opening drive field goal and raise it a touchdown, and that makes it 7-3.
I don't mean to rub this in the face of the Cowboys, but something just happened out there. Did somebody throw a banana peel? Oh my gosh. That's entertaining. That may not make it to the playoffs, but my gosh, people, the Cowboys are entertaining. But that's about it. What the hell is going on right there? Is this what we're going to be seeing for the rest of this season? Sloppy? And where is he going? My gosh, man. The Cowboys are just filling the stadium. That's about it. Next season, we'll get them next year, Dak. We'll get them next year. 30 years of a drought. Damn. Even my Nana can play better football than these guys.
The kickoff unit is out on the field points, but it was a chip shot field goal. And when you go to the sideline after a chip shot field goal, maybe the offense not too happy.
It's a balancing act, isn't it? Because you're exactly right. They're none too pleased, and they didn't punch it in for 6 points. But also have to remember, they did put points on the board.
3 points is 3 points.
And in this league, you take points when you can get them. Not easily none.
The RPO will keep it himself. The shoulder there taken in by Ferguson. And it gets us up across the 35 before it is out of bounds. They'll go for a gain of 7. And that's going to bring up second down. Throwing is Milton. Will keep it. That's going to bring up 3rd and 2.
As a defense, you're going to bounce when you're in zone coverage because you're able to keep your eyes on the quarterback and see the play develop in front of you. You're able to keep the quick pass in front of them and stop it right at the line of scrimmage.
To throw is Milton. Tries to force it in, and it's intercepted. Picked up by Marlon Humphrey. And he will bring this back. It's a pick 6 and a Raven touchdown. Now, Charles, as a defender yourself who made a few of those plays back in your day, I know you know there's no better feeling than a pick 6 for a defender.
And the big thing is, when you take it and you realize you're out there and you've got a great chance to score, not to get overexcited and have one of the yard lines trip you up, or the turf monster, as we used to call it, knock you down before you get to the end zone. That didn't happen on that play. He carried it home.
Okay. Now we're going to see the other quarterback, HT. Oh my gosh. The squid is going in later.
Let's look for the extra point. And this one's right through, making a 14-3 ball game. Back in the play then defensively, getting the interception, navigating his way into the end zone for the touchdown. Shot on offense following that pick 6, and now the kick is away. Ooh, the jump. And they're going to start this drive in pretty good shape past the 30. The Giants offense back out onto the field. Remember, they were just out here a moment ago and threw the pick 6, so we'll see if they can take better care of the football this go around.
Yeah, and sometimes, partner, I think it's almost better that you just throw the pick 6 and you come right back out on the field. You're not over on the sidelines dwelling for it for very long. You're not hearing everyone say, oh yeah, you'll get them next time. Hey, don't worry about it. That stuff just goes right out the window. You're right back out on the field. Great chance to return.
And they get it well across midfield down to the 30 before it's all said and done.
All right, partner, keep adding up the yardage. My man is off to a big-time start in this one.
Oh, yeah, you know, when these guys get a first quarter run like that, they're thinking, all right, now I'm going to get a second, third, fourth quarter run like that, correct?
Have you ever seen a guy have a run like that and feel good about himself and then tap out and want to come out of the game?
No.
No, he wants the ball some more, doesn't he?
Yeah. So in Raven territory now, here's a 1st and 10 right at the 40. The drive is ready. Nothing much materializing there in the first down run. He'll get a couple and that's it.
Went right back to him, but he pretty much had nowhere to go on that play.
Well, the previous carry looked pretty good. That one, maybe he was a little tired. I don't know.
Yeah, maybe he should have tapped out and had a second back come in and maybe make that run. Who knows?
Counting down toward the midway point in quarter 1. And they'll take this one down to the 36. Just a couple on the ground there. That's going to bring up 3rd and about 6. Not much on that run, Charles.
No, that's exactly the way to execute a run blitz there. They guessed correctly that they would move the ball on the ground, honed in on it, and stopped it. That got for a win, and the defense stopped it.
And he takes a shot on the release as this will be incomplete.
I think that's how this defense is going to need to play these tight ends. Again, get right up on them and stay physical. that incompletion.
So on fourth down, out is Brandon Aubrey for the Cowboy field goal. From the right hash, this from 53. And that's off the right upright, and it bounces away, no good. And they will remain 2 scores down as the difference holds at 11. Some distance, not the issue there. He had plenty of leg to get it there. It's that darn upright getting in the way.
Always gets in the way of a good time, doesn't it? Because he hit it square, too. Sometimes you can bank one in if you get it on the end of the football. No such luck there for him.
Baltimore set to take over here for their second possession of the game. This drive here beginning probably with a pair of motivated Bruce. Remember, the offense scored a touchdown on their last time out. Looking to repeat that in Charles's defense. They were very frustrated after giving up 6 the last time on the field.
And frankly, it's just a battle of wills in a lot of ways because you know they're both motivated, they both game plan for this drive, and they both have specific outcomes in mind. To me, it just comes down to who can execute them and which side can step up and assert its will over the other.
Marquise Bell in on that stop. Those are the plays this defense needs with the deficit they're facing.
It certainly is, and they've got to continue to swarm the football and hope that someone, while they're holding up the ball carrier, can get in there and rake it and lock it free. They need to get some takeaways as well.
Now a 2nd and 10. Good throw to the hands of Hawkins out wide. They do get a yard there, only a yard. Leaves them with 3rd and 9 looming.
The goal of the wide receiver screen is getting enough blurs in front to create a wall and let him pick his spot and run the football. How about the defense there, swarming to it and not allowing that to happen? Did not let him get downfield.
3rd and 9 here. Jackson. The short throw confused. And he gets this to the 48, but no further. Well short of the line to gain. The result, only 4 yards there on the play. And it'll be 4th down.
Excellent job there defensively. Gave up the underneath to the tight end on 3rd down, and he made sure that they did their job. Got him on the ground, prevented him picking up a 1st down.
Facing 4th down, Baltimore will punt Jordan Stout out there. The Cowboys offense had Javonte Williams head out for this next drive. And he has made his presence felt in the ground game already in this 1st quarter. They might very well lean on him the rest of the way. About set for this next drive by the Cowboys offense. Yeah, they were in field goal range the last time out, but couldn't connect.
It's early in the game, so I don't think that the confidence just goes entirely out of, running a kicker back out there. But let's face it, some coaches have a little bit less patience for that than others. Let's see if they call the game differently now in terms of what they do on drives and not try and settle for field goals.
Well, they're making an effort to get the ground game going tonight. So far, it's working.
I like what we're seeing from the offensive line. They seem to have the leverage going and they're controlling things and reestablishing the line of scrimmage, moving that defensive front backwards. That's what I've given us to. It appears that he's been waiting all day long to get out here and take off.
Give him a couple on the carry there, 2nd and 8.
And that's the defense that they were looking for, being able to get extra bodies to the point of attack to deal with the big guy carrying the ball. You really don't want to be in a position where it's a one-on-one tackle with him.
Up the middle, it's Williams. And they'll take this to the 32, a gain of about 3.
Typically, we think it's the strong safeties that are better tacklers, especially closer to the line of scrimmage amidst traffic. But in this case, how about the free safety coming up and making the big-time play?
This now a 3rd and 4. They'll drop to throw. And that's knocked away and incomplete. Breaking that one up, Kyle Van Noy.
Well, how about the coverage we just saw break out on 3rd down? Dime defense, blanketed the field with extra defensive backs and speed, unable to find an open hole to complete that pass.
Anger is on to punt, and he gets this one away. Officially just 27 yards there on the punt. And the Ravens will take over. set for this next possession. Obviously not the intended goal last drive. They had to punt the football, but still, they've got the lead here, and now a chance to add on to that lead if they can get points on this drive. 1st and 10 upcoming. Baltimore with good starting field position as they come up 1st and 10 at their own 37. To throw is Jackson. A short throw caught by Andrews. That's good for a gain of 6. And it'll be 2nd down. I think defensively you're okay with that. Here in the first quarter, he's going to get some catches, but they rallied to him quickly.
And that's what you count on, and I like what you just said. First quarter, can you do it all game long? They catch it, you tackle them, they go down on the spot. Because when you're able to do that, you don't give up big chunks of yardage after the catch, now you put the offense in a position where every series they have to work hard to pick up first downs, and you tend to stall them out when you do that.
A 6-yard pass on back-to-back plays. Picks up the first. It's probably as simple of a throw as he'll have all game.
And good for everyone. Good for his completion percentage. Good for the receptions for the receivers. But you know how they work on that? They have footballs with no laces. So as soon as you get the snap, you're just throwing the football. All right? You're not trying to find the laces and grip it a certain way. That takes time. Just get the ball and throw it. So that's how the 3 time down too.
So the completion good for 7 there. And it'll be 2nd down. We've seen quite a bit of the short passing game here early on first quarter, haven't we?
We have, and I think it works a couple of ways for this team because, number one, you throw the short game until they stop it. And if they're not going to stop it, you keep throwing it. Occasionally, you break a tackle and turn into a bigger game. Also, if they start to creep up, start to pressure receivers, now you go over the top, take it deep, and now they start to big shots downfield.
Pretty good burst right there as he'll take this down to the 33. 48 yards rushing for him now on just 6 carries to this point. They're making a real first quarter statement with the run game, no doubt.
For those who remember old school football, running it, establishing things, seeing backs find holes, get through them, they've got to like what they're seeing from this unit so far. Right now, they've decided to, as you said, establish the run game, and they've been successful doing that.
Before being brought down, 2nd and 1 to the yard. And at his size, he's a smaller back. He can get him the football. He can kind of get lost, make someone miss. It's good for him.
Yeah, it's great for him. I like what you said there. Sometimes he gets lost in the traffic a little bit, but get him out in the open field into some space. That plays to his strengths the best and keeps him out of it where all the big boys are. You know, make him make some miss in the open field.
He's going to be met at the line of scrimmage and taken down. Officially, the Cowboys are 1-yard loss, so that's going to lead to a 3rd down. So they just need 1 yard here to pick up the first down. He's going to have the first down and more than that. They'll take it into the end zone for a Ravens touchdown. Mark Andrews, a 24-yard touchdown. And the Ravens are able to add on to that lead.
On that 3rd down call, the goal was to get the ball to their tight end and pick up a first down, but he wasn't satisfied with just that. They got the first down. That was the gravy. He decided to take in the whole meal and rumbled in for a touchdown.
Luke now for the extra point. So this drive spans 7 plays. And it's Mark Andrews who finishes things off with a touchdown reception.
I'm telling you, it's no fun being him. It's no fun being him. I think he's trying to get the gig as Superman. Oh my gosh. Pity them Cowboys. They're in the NFL. Kiss the turf. Kiss the turf. And number 6 is still heading over there. Okay. I guess he's mesmerized by the star. Cowboys, Cowboys, Cowboys. We'll get them next season, Dak. Next season. Another drought. Well, we hope you have enjoyed this entertaining game, because that's what you're going to be seeing in the rest of this season. Entertainment from the Cowboys. They're just entertaining us. Not really making it to the playoffs, just being out there like a sparring partner for the champion of the boxing profession. Just somebody who just takes the hits.
Are shining brightly, they show up and they show out.
So that'll just about do it for Charles Davis. I'm Brandon Gaudin. You've been watching the NFL on EA Sports. For more, log on to easports.com. With that, we say good night from AT&T Stadium.
To 9. What a wipeout. Well, we got some upgrades. Stealth Alien Abraham Isaac. Stealth Alien Ishmi, little Ishmael. Stealth Alien Charles the Puckster. Stealth Alien Alex. Kenny Clark, who got traded in place of Micah Parsons. Stealth Alien Job, Jabba 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 Jabba. A little bit of Wabba Wabba Wabba. Stealth Alien Ahmed, Achy 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 Breaky 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 Heart. Cooper BB. Tyler Gruden. Might as well have the whole Cowboys team. Maisie Smith. And Israel Mukwam. They all get the upgrades. Wiped out, but upgraded. You gotta love them entertaining Cowboys. They just entertain us, that's all. Get them next season, Dak. For the Ravens, Jones, Mitchell, Will Greer, who just got traded from the Cowboys to the Ravens. Damn, what a slap across the face. Will Greer is probably saying, thank you, Jerry Jones, for trading me. Get me out of that. Get me out of here, guard. And Will Greer is happy. Well, that's week number 2, the preseason. 41-9. 41-9. What can I say? 41-9. They got all these stealth aliens, and they got wiped out. Well, hope you have enjoyed this. Ravens just battering, shattering, and tattering the Cowboys to shreds. Good night, yous.